Hey everybody, welcome to a tier list. A tier list. I know we don't do these very often, but I like doing these. They're very fun. I thought this might be a fun way to kind of reminisce about the Switch, as it's not going anywhere. But the Switch 2 is releasing, so I thought this might be a good time to do this and look back at the Switch games. What we got? So we're on the Tiermaker website. I'm sure you all know what that is by now. There will be a link in the description to this tier list if you want to do it as well, and show me what you think is the best ones. We're gonna try and develop our top 5. Okay. Now I've changed these. These are not what they were originally. It's not what they were originally. Sorry, who made this? Someone made this. Here, this guy, Deep Phantom Jammers. Thanks, guy. He made it. I don't know what you can do if it's like there's a Reddit or like you can like upvote. I don't know. I don't know how it functions. But credit where credit's due, right? He did all the hard work. There's 101 images, 101 games. A lot. There's a lot. It doesn't look like 101. There's a lot of games to go through, nonetheless. So we're not going to be able to go super deep into every single one of these. I don't think. I'll try and be kind of succinct, but some thoughts might slip through the cracks. Okay, we'll do our best. Oh god, I kind of want to just skip to some of these, but let's not. Let's just do it. Let's do it from start to end. All right, we're not going to skip ahead. 1-2 switch. That game sucked, didn't it? That was rubbish. It was F it, rubbish. Not a good start. Terrible. I remember playing it. Yeah. The controller vibrates, and it's very charming for 4 minutes. Then that game has nothing else to offer, in my opinion. Everybody Switch. I haven't played that. It was just odd. I feel like it should have been sold with the Switch. I feel like it should have been like a free offering with the Switch, so people could like try the vibrations. You know, it's a cute idea. I don't know, not my thing. I wouldn't have paid for it. I don't think I actually even own that one. I think I played it around a friend of mine's. But I don't know. It was rubbish. I didn't think the mini games were all that good. It's no Wii Sports, is it? Let's face it. Right, Advance Wars 1 and 2. I haven't. Have I played these? Do we count that as I've played these? I've played the Game Boy versions of it. I haven't played it, right? Because it's a remaster. It's a remaster of 1 and 2. I haven't played the Switch version. I played the Game Boy Advanced version of it. I really like it. It's fun. It's fun stuff, but I haven't played these. I haven't played the Switch version of it. So we're going to mark that as I haven't played it. Okay, I haven't played it. Haven't played the Switch version. That's going to be our rule going forward. Okay. Animal Crossing, incredible, great game. Even S, in fact, even S. Top 5 could be. I don't know. We'll have to wait. We'll try and leave the top 5 to the end, and then move them into it. I think Animal Crossing was really good. It also came out at the perfect timing. The fact that it came out like during COVID was a huge boon for that. I think Animal Crossing did very well because of that. Yeah. It was a delight to play. I don't know where they go from here. Like, I don't know if they release a new Animal Crossing on the Switch too. I don't know what you do with that. I don't know what you do with Animal Crossing, the new one. I mean, I guess they always figure out something, but unless they had your whole island and you had that you could renovate, and I feel like you're not going to be able to step away from that. I don't know. I don't know how they would do a new Animal Crossing, but I mean, I'm ready for one. I love it. I'm wholly ready for another Animal Crossing. Another Code. This is a great game on the DS. The Switch version, I think, is really slow and annoying. The DS version is fantastic. The Wii version, the Wii game, because there's two games. There's a DS game called Another Code, and then Another Code. something else. I forget what it's called. Another code, abandoned memories. That's not right. It's not called that. It's something memories. Really fun little like point and click games that are really nice. It's a really nice little story. The Switch version of it just felt so slow and like not as artistically pleasing as the DS version, surprisingly. I don't know. So that version of it not great. The DS version of it I put up here. I loved the DS version of that. Really fun. Though I did play it when it came out, so I guess I was probably a lot younger. So I don't know. Maybe my opinion would have changed with time. But, that version of it wasn't for me. Arms. I haven't really played this. I have played it a little bit. I don't own this one. It's a fun game. I think I would have liked to have spent more time with it. Really, it was an interesting fighting game, a little gimmicky where you like you punched with the Switch controller and it did like a long punch with these arms here, like you did like a big long punch. And there was some fun looking characters. I think the ramen girl, like the girl who made out of ramen, did she make it into Smash? She in Smash? Am I crazy? I don't know if she's in Smash or not. Um, fun. Let's put it in B. Let's put it in B. And or well, no, let's put it in C. I feel like this is fail. This is like bad. Do not like this. It's fine. This is like, yeah, okay. This is that's damn good, and that's like hell yeah, right? And then that's the top five. Like that's the way we should do it. These are all good. This is okay, whatever, and then this is bad. That's how I'm looking at it. There are very small gaps between these, I feel. Astral Chain, awesome game. That was really fun. A or B? 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 Uh, let's put it down to B because the detective bits were kind of boring, wasn't they? It's a fun platinum game, right? Fighting, and you had like a demon with you that was chained to you, and you could control them independently from your character as a fighting game, like platinum style game. But then there was these detective bits where you had to like, like walk around like Batman, where you and figure out things and stuff like that. That was a bit boring to me. But combat was fun. I think if they made another Astral Chain, I don't know, maybe it is. It is a really good one. It is a really good one. I think if they made another Astral Chain, it would be really good. So I think they could make that the storytelling through the investigation a bit better, and it be more engaging for you to discover stuff. And then the combat would probably be pretty much the same, which would be good enough. I mean, it's a fun game. It's really good. I know B makes it seem like he doesn't like it. No. This is average. Remember, average, good, bad, and then really good, really good. Right? Okay, that's how we doing it. Bayonetta 3. Haven't played Bayonetta 3. Yeah, have to tell me if that's a good one. Big Brain Academy. Brain versus Brain. This is good. My mother really enjoys this game. I brought that for her a while ago with this one here, 51 wonderful games, which we'll talk about in a minute, I guess. It's okay. It's okay. It's a little boring. It's a little boring because the games are all kind of like the same, right? But it's fun. It's fun enough, and it keeps my mother and father involved in a video game, So good enough. Box Boy and Box Girl. I haven't played that. It looks kind of cute though. What the fuck is this? Well, this is that Necro Dancer, isn't it? That Cryptid and Necro Dancer. Cadence of Hyrule. I haven't played it. Looks like fun though. 51 wonderful games. Really good. It's a really good one. I know, as I said, my mother loves it. Something that my mum loves to do is play a fellow, and this was huge for a fellow. and we can play Go and stuff like that on it. It's so much easier because that way you don't need to like keep all these like board games around, because they've not got like a tremendous amount of space anymore. So when you're using this instead of like 50 different board games, it's very, very good. Very, very good. If you need a game to play with your mother who's um, on the elderly side, should we say, that's a perfect one. Perfect one. Old games, I mean, it's super easy to play. Brain Training for the Nintendo Switch, haven't played that one. Endless Ocean, ain't played that one. F-Zero 99 was pretty good, right? It was a pretty good one. It was okay. Okay, it wasn't as good as that Mario one, but it was pretty fun. The problem with these is that they're limited, right? Is this one limited? Because the Mario one was limited, which sucked because that was really good. I don't know. I don't know if this is still functionable or not. I don't know. Someone have to tell me, but it's okay. Fire Emblem. What Fire Emblem? Is this? This is the Dynasty Warriors one, isn't it? It's got the blonde kids. I think this is the Dynasty Warriors one. This one didn't like hit very hard for me. Like this is another C. It's like another C. It's like it's okay. It's all right. It's whatever. It's I don't know, man. Cause I'm a huge Dynasty Warriors fan. Like other Hyrule Warriors are like probably not only some of the best, like probably not only some of the best that are in this list here, but they're also like some of the best Warriors games. Just in general, the Hyrule Warriors are fantastic. Can't wait for the new one. But this one didn't hit right. I feel like the Dragon Quest ones didn't hit right for me either. Like this and the Dragon Quest ones, they just didn't hit me correctly. But it was okay. It was okay. Fire Emblem Engage, eh, it it's good. It's good. Don't like the main characters. Don't like the old toothpaste head. Don't like them. But it's a fun game. It has a good fun game mechanics, but it's too long. Fun, yeah. So that's basically it. Yeah. Which one is this? Is this the other Dynasty Warriors one? I haven't played this. Whatever this is, I haven't played this. I've played this one. This is the case, I reckon. This one is probably better than Engage. We put Engage down here because it's kind of like whatever. This one's better. Again, they're too long. I think Fire Emblem's just like that like couple of hours too long for me. Like I know people love this one. People have done like multiple playthroughs and done every single one of these characters. I only did the Golden Deer uh, storyline and was like, that's enough for me. But yeah, I know people who did this multiple times, multiple times. So that's realistically, I expect that to probably be higher on most people's lists. I think it probably expects to be much higher, but yeah, again, I love the Fire Emblem games for their combat. Their stories very rarely do it for me, and they're, I mean, they're always just a tad too long. Or is a tad too long. Um, Game Builder Garage. I don't think I played that. I don't recognize that. Good job. That looks cute. Haven't played that. Jump Rope Challenge. Haven't played that one either. I think I'm seeing a lot that we haven't played already. A lot more of these I haven't played than I thought I would have. Kirby, haven't played it yet. I want to. I want to. They've got a Switch 2 version coming, but like, it might be cheaper to buy the original Switch 1 and then the upgrade, right? Because the upgrade's got like a whole bunch of like DLC and missions and stuff. So it's probably more of the more expensive updates. Because the Zelda ones are like $8, right? The Elder one is like £8 or $10, and then this and the other one, which I can't think of off the top of my head. Sorry. Maybe we'll see it as we go through. There it is, the Super Mario Jamboree one. I think these two are a bit more expensive of an update. Um, I'm not sure exactly how much, uh, but like the Kirby Switch 2 version is like $70, right? It's like 70 quid. It's expensive. It's very expensive. Where it's literally £35 on the internet. You know, you buy it for £35 and then just buy the upgrade. So I feel like that's probably the play there. So I might do that because I like Kirby. I just don't play Kirby games. I don't. I don't know. It gives me like Woolly, Yoshi's Woolly World sort of vibes, where it's just like I'm always worried that the platforming is going to be like not interesting, like a little too easy for me, and not like oh I'm so good. It's just like just not as engaging as others. But maybe I'm being short sighted. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't know what. I may have got my head up my own ass there. You let me know. Maybe this Kirby is really really good. I do want to play this one. It looks really nice. But I haven't played this. Haven't played this. Haven't played this. Haven't played this. I don't know what this is. Kirby Fighters 2. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is either. Jam buffet is that? I don't know what that is. This one I recognize. I don't know what it's called, but I recognize it. And this is like Return to Dreamland, is it? And I've not played it. Maybe we should play a Kirby game at some point. I love the one on the Game Boy. Played the one on the Game Boy a lot. Kirby Dreamland. Um, Time UFO. That looks cute as hell. Haven't played it. Wow, look at all these Kirby. I feel bad. I feel bad that I've never ever played any of these Kirby's. The most recent Kirby I think I've played was the wool one, the Wii U. Is it? Yeah, it's the Wii U because you had to draw on the pad. It's like draw a line on the pad. Oh no, that's not the wool one, is it? No, that's a different one. That's Color Scheme. I think the wool one is on the Wii. So there's one that's made. The whole world is made of yarn, right? Epic Yarn. That's what it's called. Kirby's Epic Yarn. That's on the Wii, I think. So I played that, and I played which it was kind of like, okay, this is very, very cute, but it's like not challenging in any way or threatening in any way. So like, it's not as engaging. And then I played the draw one on the Wii U, which I don't. It's like Color Scheme or something. You have to draw a line and Kirby rolls along the line. That one was really, really boring to me. I didn't get into that at all. Um, so I haven't really played any of these, but perhaps I should. But Luigi's Mansion? Luigi's Mansion isn't out on the Switch. This must be Luigi's Mansion 2? Is that out? Well, I've missed that completely. I knew that they were doing it. I just don't remember it being out. Maybe I talked about this when we played Luigi's Mansion last Halloween. Maybe we'll have to play that. Maybe we'll play that this Halloween. Maybe. Luigi's Mansion 3? That's a fun one. It's okay. It's no, it's good. It's a good one. It's higher up. It's fun. It's fun. It's a little um it can become uninteresting when you're not got like when you're walking through the same rooms a lot, you know, like looking for stuff. But I guess that's not necessarily part of the story. Sparks of Hope. I haven't played this one. Kingdom Battle. I don't like this. I don't like this. This this one is awkward because I love XCOM games. I love all those sort of like strategy games. I play a lot of them. Spend a lot of time with those sort of games. This is not engaging to me. I love Mario. I just don't. I don't know. It just wasn't engaging to me. My brother-in-law loves it. He loves it. Wasn't for me. I'm glad Nintendo stepping out of their comfort zone and maybe doing things on other not platforms because they're never gonna do that. I mean like doing things in other realms of gameplay, right? And creating something different that hasn't existed before. That's fantastic. I'm not a big fan of the Rabbids, but whatever, they're fine. They're no less annoying than like the minions or whatever. Like they're whatever, they're fine. But yeah, the game, as far as my point of view from an XCOM fan, that I don't think that's aimed at me, which is odd. I feel like it's aimed at the kid watching me play XCOM. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I don't know. It didn't hit me the correct way, and I did not enjoy that at all. Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. I haven't played that one. I would like to. I haven't played an Olympic game in a long time. They used to be quite fun. Quite, a lot of like little mini games and stuff. Mario 34. That was a pretty good one. We'll put this right next to F-Zero. This was really, really good. But what brings it down is that I can't play it because Nintendo makes it a limited thing. And as far as I'm aware, it hasn't been available again since it's not like it doesn't seem to be a situation of, oh, we're only going to be available during like January and February because people get bored and they're not going to want to play it, so we won't have a player base. So if we limit the access to it to those 2 months, then people will play it. It's nothing like that, because as far as I know, they haven't made it re-available. It's a super clever idea and really, really fun, and they should probably do it for other games. I mean, they have tried to with F-Zero, I guess, but like Mario 35 is a genius idea where you're all playing through a single player game, and what you do on other thing affects other people. You could make that for a whole different bunch of your games, couldn't you? You could make it for, you could easily make 12, right? Mario 1, Mario 2, Mario 3, right? There's 3 of them. What else could you do? You could do Zelda 1. It would be a bit of a stretch, but you could do Zelda 1. Ice Climbers. Maybe not Donkey Kong, because I'm not sure. Well, I mean, they could do it for Donkey Kong. Super Metroid. My brain is desperately trying to think of games. Well, I mean, off the top of my head, I got 8. Right? Like, that's pretty good. Did I get 8? Did I even count? Whatever. My point is that off the top of my head, I come up with a whole bunch, right? Like, Yoshi's World, maybe? Yoshi's Island? You could do. I don't know, but you could do basically the same game, is what I'm saying, with a whole bunch of different games, and then change the game each month. That someone plays this through the year, and it's like a different game each month that they're playing this Nintendo 35, right? Like, I don't know. It could just be something that's there permanently, I think, rather than it just no longer being available. That sucks, in my opinion. Mario Golf, that was really fun. I really enjoyed playing Mario Golf. Had a great time with that game. Very, very fun. We played that. We played that on Twitch, didn't we? We live streamed that one. It was fun to do. I like a bit of golf here and there. We don't really play that many sports games on the show. I'm not a very sporty person. No one's surprised, I'm sure. But I like golf. I like tennis. We have got some tennis coming up. We've got Sega Superstar Tennis coming up at some point. So look forward to that. They're great games. The Mario Tennis and the Mario Golf games are super fun. Mario Maker. This is like 80. I love Mario Maker. I love being able to make these levels, but more importantly, I love being able to play other people's levels. It's fascinating to play user generated content in this way, because it's like a set theme that you're playing. Like, I love playing Little Big Planet. I love playing that game. It was so much fun to build stuff, and it was so much, which I wasn't very good at building, to be fair. But I really enjoyed playing other people's levels. It was fascinating to see what people could do with all those tools, and it was really, really impressive. And it's really impressive here too. Sometimes you get a lot of stinkers, right? You get a lot of stinkers. Like, some of the levels aren't like super great, but it is fun. It's super fun, especially when you get the good levels and people really being really clever with their design and stuff like that. And it's so interesting to find out what other people do. I really, really like Mario. Live Mario Circuit. Oh, okay. Yes. No, I remember this. So this was like a little remote control car. This was like augmented reality. A little remote control car and you drove around a course that you would lay out. You would use these cards that come with it, and you would lay it out around your house, and you would drive the car around. I never had it. A friend of mine had it, and we played it there. We'll put it in C for now, like because I thought it was good. It was kind of a fun, silly thing. I don't think for the price tag, I don't think it would get the time usage, especially since my friend's dog hated it, like hated those cars driving around. But it was a fun idea, a fun, cute idea. I don't think anything past that. I know it's more expensive because you've got like an actual physical like cart with a camera in it and stuff, but it's I don't think the length of gameplay is there for me at the very least. I didn't own it because of this exact reason. I didn't think I'd utilize it. But I did play. I did have a go, and it was like it's okay. It was okay. I forgot that was completely on the Switch. I forgot that existed until until seeing it. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is like S tier. I love Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 is a great game. Super Mario 3D. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to Mario Kart for a second. I don't want to spend too much time on a lot of these. Well, we're actually not making too bad of progress here. We're not making too bad of progress. Um, Mario Kart 8 is great. I really like Mario Kart 8. I really something that I'm like World is coming out. Mario Kart World, obviously the next big thing coming with the Switch 2. Um, that if this is going up on the day I think it is, that comes out tomorrow. Um, this I like the whole collecting bits from carts, like having different carts and stuff like that was really really fun. Mario Kart World doesn't seem to have that. It seems to have all the carts built as um, universal units, which might be fine. Um, but in any case, I really enjoyed this. I love the roster for that. Adding in like silly characters like Isabelle and Link is really really funny. I hope they continue doing that for uh for Mario Kart World, and I hope we do see some form of DLC in the Mario Kart World realm. Just because of how fun I think the DLC was. The DLC was pretty fun. It wasn't as high a quality as the actual game, but I enjoyed it. And it was also fun to play those Mario Kart Tour courses because they change every single time, which is really cute idea. They weren't, like I say, they weren't like of the same quality as the rest of the game, but they were like pretty interesting courses, especially for a mobile game. Pretty interesting idea. But I love Mario Kart 8. It's a big one. Technically, first came out on the Wii U, so Mario Kart World coming out finally is quite a big deal. Super Mario World U Deluxe. Um, I'm trying to think of whether or not I've played this. This is the one that was on the Wii U originally, right? Is it added this rabbit in? I don't think I've played this. I don't think I've played this. I've played the Wii U version of it, I think, which was okay. Oh yeah, yeah, it's new Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is the remastered version, which I haven't actually played. So, as per the rule, we're putting it down there. But it was pretty fun. Super Mario 3D World. I love this game. Love this game. This is one of my favorite games. Probably was my favorite game on the Wii U, not including Breath of the Wild. I just remembered that Breath of the Wild was also not recently on the Switch. But this was great. I really really enjoyed this. And then it come out on the Switch and added Bowser's Fury, which Bowser's Fury is kind of like whatever. Bowser's Fury is probably like C, but with Super Mario World added to it, it's much better. Crazy how much fun Mario 3D World is. Excellent, like perfection of the Mario formula, in my opinion. Super Mario Brothers Wonder. It's got the elephant. I haven't played it. I haven't played it yet. I should play it. I just haven't got around to it. Mario Party, these are great. I like the Mario Party. You know what? Let's put the Mario Parties down here for a minute. Because both of these I have the same problem with. These rosters are kind of small, and their map selection is kind of small. Now, Nintendo could alleviate that by releasing DLC for it, right? You could charge $5, shove a map and a character out every month, and make a fortune. They don't do that. They don't do any of that. They just maybe it's too much work for what they would get out of it financially. I don't know. I'm sure if it was hugely profitable, they would do it, right? But I also think that uh, the Pokemon team releasing the old Pokemon games on the eShop for like $10 would probably make them a fucking fortune too. But they haven't done that yet either. So maybe I'm not one for financial advice. But these games, like, they're very, very good, but they're lackluster in content, in my opinion. And you have nothing to unlock. That's such a huge thing for me, is unlocking stuff. And you don't get to do that. You don't get to do it. I realize saying this actually that we haven't talked about this. I'll come back to that. I promise I'll come back to that. It's such a shame. It's such a shame. It's I don't know, like you get money, you get coins from playing the game, and then you go and um unlock like pictures and music and like little stamps that you can be like, wow, ooh, and oh no, and stuff like that, which is pointless to me. I don't care about any of that. I just want to play Mario Party. And what's there is good, but there's not more, and it feels like there should be more. You should be able to unlock stuff and unlock characters. You've got like 8 characters, maybe 12 characters, between 8 and 12 characters in these games. There should be more. By this point, there should be more. Super Mario Jamboree. I really like this game. This is fun. It's got an online mode, which gives you some extra juice. It has the same problems with as this, although they are releasing a DLC for it. Although that DLC is like a weird iToy thing. I was never super into the iToy. Like, I don't enjoy being on camera. I don't enjoy having a camera looked at me and my reflection being on the telly. I don't particularly enjoy that. Um, but people love iToy. People love that idea, and so maybe this will be really, really good. Maybe people will be like, this is really fun. I really enjoy this idea of iToying and doing Mario Jamboree. Hopefully, I don't know. Sort of an update I wouldn't get. Another boat about this is that I brought this and I played it online on the show. It was really fun to do, and then I played a couple of stages, a couple of games of it. I played a couple with my parents, and I played one with my nephews, stuff like that. And then my mother took it from me, and it has been forever in her Nintendo Switch. As far as I'm aware, her and my father play it all the time. So they really like it. I haven't seen that back. They borrowed it from me, and I have not seen that back in a long time. So there you go. It must be for something, right? Mario Strikers. I played the beta for it. Wasn't super into this one. The GameCube one is really fun, but I haven't played this. The full version of it, I haven't played. Mario Tennis. That was great. We'll put that one right up next to golf. There we go. Again, it's just a fun game. Like, I like playing tennis. I like playing golf, but it's more fun when instead of Tiger Woods on the box, you've got like a goofy plumber who's gonna go wow when I hit the ball. It's more fun to me, more enjoyable. Mario versus Donkey Kong. Because honestly, I don't know any golfers. I only know Tiger Woods because he's on the cover of all the other games, right? He had his own. It was originally Tiger Woods PGA Tour, right? And then they changed it for terrible things that Tiger Woods did. Although he is on the front cover again of like the newest one, right? So I guess if long enough time passes, we just don't care anymore. We just put him back on the case. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't do much research into that case either, so I'm not going to go throw out accusations anywhere. But in any case, I do like the golf games. I just think these are more fun. They're more goofy and more fun. So, Mario vs. Donkey Kong. The originals came out on like the DS, right? I haven't played any of these. I haven't played any of these whatsoever. But I do love me Donkey Kong. Love me some Donkey Kong. Super Mario RPG. This is great. This might be a good time to talk about this because I've forgotten. I forgot again until I put this up here. This might even be S tier. I love this game. I really super enjoyed this game. I didn't play the original when it was originally out. So I played the Switch version of it and super enjoyed it. It was really good. It's just fantastic. I love the simplicity of it, but also the like thought process of it. Does that make sense? Like there was a certain tactical element to it, but it was also kind of simplistic. In any case, I found it very enjoyable. The story is very fun. It's not exactly the most end of the world, like you're not. Well, I say that. I don't know. It's you know what? It's really fun. There's a secret boss in this game as well, which is super fun. I don't want to spoil it, but I think if you're an RPG fan, you should give it a go. It's definitely worth giving it a go. Don't just shove it aside because it's a Mario game, right? Be like, ugh, Mario's not an RPG guy, and just ignore it. It's definitely worth giving it a go. All these guys are playable character party members. It's good stuff. It's very fun. Let's talk about this before I forget again. I love these three games individually in their own way. Mario Galaxy slightly less because I hate using a Wii remote to play it. Luckily, you don't need to do that for this one, which makes it infinitely better, in my opinion. However, Nintendo selling this as a limited thing sucks. Like, it sucks real bad. And when they originally put this out, I don't know why. Maybe it was like in an article or something at some point when this was coming out. I was under the impression that all three of these games were going to be made available digitally for a smaller price at some point. So they would always be available. This was just a physical copy of all three of them together. That's what my opinion. That's what my not my opinion. That's what my impression was. That's what they were going to do. I don't know where that come from because they haven't done that yet. So either they've lied, and that's not what they're doing, or they never said that, and somehow I got that impression. But I really enjoy playing these three games. I hate that it's limited. Hate that it's limited. It almost should go down here because I hate that it's limited. I think this is honestly, I think it's like my most expensive Switch game. I think this is like worth twice what I paid for, which is crazy. That a Switch game could be worth twice than what it paid for right now because it's just not available now. They're just not selling it. It seems ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, we're gonna move it down for now. I love those three games. Don't like it being limited. Paper Mario. Paper Mario. I haven't played that one. This is the one I have played, but I've only played the GameCube version of it. This has to go here too. This is really fun, by the way. This is a really fun one. Has a lot of interesting RPG interaction mechanics. You have to pressing certain buttons at certain times. So definitely worth checking out if you like that sort of stuff. Mario and Luigi Brothership. This one, I haven't played that. Yoshi's Crafted World. We were talking about that earlier. I think this is a fun game. It's not. This is Yoshi's Crafted World. Sorry. Is this a secondary game? The Yoshi's Woolly World? Are they not the same thing? Am I thinking they're the same game? I don't know. I'm sorry if I've messed that up. Because let's see, maybe I haven't played this. Maybe I haven't played this. Yoshi's Woolly World was not as entertaining to me just because it wasn't very difficult. Um, Yoshi's Woolly World. Yoshi's Woolly World. Yeah. Yoshi's Woolly World 2? Yoshi's Crafted World is a 2019 platform video game developed by Feelgood and published by Nintendo for Nintendo Switch. The installment in the Yoshi franchise. It is a spiritual successor to Yoshi's Woolly World. Oh, I haven't played this. I haven't played this. That's a different game. Yo, honestly, I thought that was just the Wii U game. I thought it was just the Wii U game ported. Yo, you didn't do a very good job advertising that one, Nintendo. I'm blaming you for that one, Nintendo. Generally, man, I should probably get that and try it. All right, I take it back what I said. I don't know shit about this game. Yoshi's Woolly World that isn't on this list, I found unengaging. Donkey Kong Country's Tropical Freeze. It's a great game. I love this game. Super fun. I love the other Donkey Kong game as well, which does not appear to be here. It's not on the list. It's not on the list. I don't know. I guess it got missed. I guess it got missed. That's okay though. It would go right next to it. It'd go right next to it. I love both the Donkey Kong games. They're great. Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. I've not played this. Well, I have played a little bit of it. It made me feel sick. Maybe I was just ill at the time, but it made me feel sick, so I didn't replay it. I played like a level, and then I didn't play any more of it. So we're gonna put that in have not played because I didn't play enough of it to really grasp what was going on there. I did play the game mode of it in Super Mario 3D World, and it's really fun. Maybe I should. Princess Peach. Haven't played it. Looks super cute, but I don't know. I've not played it. Warriors. I've not played either of these Warriors. Sort of game that I would get if I had guests more often. I don't really have that many guests here, so I don't know. If it was a silly game that I could have my friends play stuff like that, then I would get it. But I haven't played it. Metroid Dread. This is difficult. We're gonna put this in B. We're gonna put this in B. We're gonna put this in good, but not super good, and not bad either. Because I'm currently playing it. I'm playing it like right now. I've killed 3 of these guys in the background. If you're wondering how far through I am, so I'm not like super far. But from my knowledge, it's not a very long game. Here's the first Metroid that I've played since Super Metroid. That's like 2D. So I played Metroid Prime, but I think since Super Metroid on like the SNES is the last Metroid game that I played that was 2D. I really like it. I'm really enjoying it at the moment. The controls are a little. You have to kind of get used to it. I think it's kind of like a little jank. It feels weird because you have the way you aim your gun, and maybe that's always been the case in these games because like I said, I haven't replayed them. But the way you aim your gun feels odd to me, and I'm struggling a little bit with it. Struggling a smidge. Not quite got used to it yet. But like I said, I'm only a couple of hours in. But it's really good. So far, it's really good. Metroid Prime. I didn't play this on the GameCube, and I played this for the first time on the Switch. Beautiful looking game, super fun. You cut off Samus's head there, but that's okay. It's super good. I'm quite excited for Metroid Prime 4. I would like to play Metroid Prime 2 and 3 before 4, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think I'm going to have time, nor am I going to get a remaster of it. What is this? This is Miitopia. I haven't played this. Labo. I've played a little bit. Uh, I don't like this. I don't like this. It's fine. I'm not a big fan of like the VR stuff, anyway, but like it's it's fine. My nephews love it. Right. This is where I played it. I played it around my sister's house. Uh my nephews love it. They are ecstatic about it. The amount of cardboard crap though, the amount of cardboard you have everywhere. There's nowhere to store it. There's nowhere to store it. Like where do you put it? I don't know. I don't know where you put it. But I don't even know where it is now. I don't know where she's put that. I have no I don't know. I imagine it's all been crumpled up and it's, you know, in the bin somewhere, I would imagine, and God knows. Not for me. Um Nintendo Switch, this is fine. This was fine. Let's put it back over. Fine. These are in no particular order, I guess. I do try and like line these up in an order, but we're not really doing that. The top five will be the only one in an order. This is really really fun. Fun silly games, not super engaging after a little while. Like you play bowling and stuff like that. The environment is beautiful. I'd love to go there on holiday. You know, I would love to just like exist in that realm. It's really nice looking. But like the so you have this massive like sports arena essentially, right? It's like this huge complex, and you pick an area and you do a different sport in that area. And I think there's like 6 or 7 sports. And then there's a couple that have been added in since then. The golf is incredibly frustrating. The tennis is pretty fun. The bowling is good. You know, stuff like that. The thing that you whack someone with a stick is like whatever. And then unlocking more clothes. However, you know, I've talked myself down. I've talked it into a C. I've talked it into a C. Uh, so the bowling and tennis is fun. Everything else kind of sucks, or is whatever. The golf specifically is terrible. Um, to get outfits for your little characters, you have to play the game online, and that's rubbish. I don't like that. If there's another way, please tell me. I would love to, but don't like that. I've talked it down from being good. World Championship, yeah, that's fine. It was fine. It's very cute. I played this with some friends. It's super fun to play with people. Not at all interesting to play by yourself. I do not think that would be an interesting thing to do by myself at all. Pac-Man Free Deluxe. Pikmin, Pikmin Free Deluxe. This was the Wii U one. I haven't played this. Where's Pikmin 1 and 2? Oh dear, that's not on here either. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Some are getting missed out. That's okay though. Not that many as far. We've only come across 2 so far, right? I would put Pikmin 1 and 2 like up here. I played Pikmin 1. We played that on the show. That was super fun. It was a cute experience. Some of them were pretty terrifying. There was like that big spider bug thing. It was pretty gross. Pikmin 3 and 4 haven't played. In fact, I haven't played Pikmin 2 yet either. Maybe we can play that at some point. New Pokemon Snap. I love this game. This game is so much fun. I love taking pictures of Pokemon. I played the original Pokemon Snap on the N64 very recently. We played it on the show before. We played the what version of it did we play? Did we play the online, the Nintendo Online version? I think we did on the show. But I went and played the N64 version of it because I got that all hooked up behind me now, and it was great. I love it. This one is super fun. I wish it had a little bit more, or I wish we'd see another Pokemon Snap maybe at some point. I thought it was great. I love taking pictures of Pokemon and just seeing Pokemon in their environments. I just like Pokemon. I love Pokemon, and seeing them all in their own little environments is so much fun. You know, literally anything about Pokemon. There's a book coming out that's that's written by like an actual like animalologist or something, and with people with like doctorates and shit, which is ridiculous. But it sounds really really silly, and I want to read that book a lot. Um, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. You want to put this like over here? You put it in the B. I liked Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Um, kind of want to play it again. We did the personality test on that, and we got Psyduck. I would like to play it again and not play as a Psyduck. Like play as a different type of Pokemon. But it was quite cute. It wasn't as engaging as other Pokemon games to me. But I did fairly enjoy it. I did fairly enjoy it. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. We haven't played that. I haven't played that one. Technically, we played Eevee. I think that has to go in here. I think it has to go in C. So I like Pokemon. I really like Pokemon, and I really like Pokemon in its normal base. It has a co-op function, which is very, very fun for my nephew and nieces, right? And it's like my brother can play with his daughter very effectively with that and get her more involved in it, which is great. That's not an issue for me because I don't have kids. So that's I don't really care about that feature. Catching the Pokemon in this game sucks. Catching the Pokemon, having to like do the whole little throw animation is the worst. It's terrible, and honestly, I could do without that. If they replace that, it would be great because it's beautiful to look at. It's really really nice looking, like a nice representation of the original games. Um, we had Bamps, if you remember, our Eevee, the Bamps, and we had a Beedrill on our team, and Needles. He was great. I love playing this. I love playing these games on the show. Playing Pokemon on the show is so much fun. Yeah, that was a cute game. Did not like the catching at all, which honestly, the catching ruins half of the game, so it gets dragged down. It gets dragged down. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now I'm gonna put these in A. I'm gonna put these both in A. So I did play both. I played one on the show. I think we played Shield on the show. I played this. I played Sword off camera. I played these games a lot with my friends. We did a lot of like those raids, and we did some like homebrewed tournaments and stuff like that. I hosted a couple of those, and it was really fun. I think everybody was super into it, and everyone was engaged, and that was what made those games extra special. Is that everyone was so into it, that it was really really fun. And also, I think these games get a lot more shit than they deserve. Honestly, like the wild area is not like, as far as like a proof of concept goes, like it's fine. It's not the best in the world, the wild area, but I don't hate it. And the actual environments is like they're pretty Pokemon-y, Like I quite like it. I don't think Pokemon has to be this open world sprawling thing that Scarlet and Violet tried to do. It can be a condensed thing, and you can just make the world feel more open. I think they kind of did that with Sword and Shield and X and Y and Sun and Moon even, where you were contained, right? You were contained in this like section, but it felt more open. You could see other things that were happening over there, and Sword and Shield. The best example of this is Sword and Shield is when you come out of your village for the first time, you see the farmlands in the background. You see the rolling fields, and it's like that's really cute. That's really nice. The DLC for these kind of sucked. Attaching DLC to a singular Pokemon like the Kubfu thing was not for me. But I did enjoy these games. I enjoyed these games very much. And the DLC was okay. The DLC wasn't fun. Sorry, the DLC wasn't bad. Wasn't good either. Wasn't good either. But I enjoyed it enough. I really enjoyed Sword and Shield. in comparison to these boys, which we'll get to. We'll get to Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl. These got a lot of shit as well. I mean, I think every Pokemon game that releases now is going to get a whole bunch of shit. Which I'm not sure why we've gotten into this. Like, this looks like garbage and this looks blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, it doesn't look the best. I agree with you, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a bad game. Like an ugly game or a not graphically strong game does not necessarily mean bad, you know. Which one did we play? We played Diamond, didn't we? Haven't played Pearl. Diamond was super fun. I really enjoyed it. I agree with people that the game perhaps was a little bit too chibi. I think they tried to keep the vibe. They tried to keep the vibe, but also from the DS, but try and upscale it. And I think they fumbled that a little bit. But I think for the most part, it looks fine. The battles look fine. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of animations and not enough animations, perhaps. I agree with you there as well. But I enjoyed it. I especially enjoyed doing the poison run. We did a whole poison team run on the show, and that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing that. It was nice to do like a little challenge with Pokemon. Now, Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Again, these were not the best. These go. This is tough. This is a tough one. I don't know if these belong here or if they belong in here. They might belong here. I think these are better. I think these are better than this, so I think they belong here. Again, I've played both. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Pokemon doesn't need to release 2 of every version. Having Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, it does have its merits and it is kind of fun. And in a little segment of it, it is kind of fun to be like, oh, which one are you getting? You know, you get to have that like little fun little conversation. Realistically, it doesn't matter, and that's stupid. It's stupid. It's a way to scam extra money out of you. And I also realize I am part of the problem since I own both Sword and Shield and I own both Scarlet and Violet. I realize I am part of this problem. I realize that it is an issue, but I also realize I am not helping fix it. I realize that. Scarlet and Violet, from a gameplay perspective, the DLC, actually quite good. Very good DLC. A bad game. Well, it's not bad. How do I explain it? It's not bad. It's perfectly average. So difficult because I feel like it should be higher than Let's Go because I do think the games are better. The open world needed more time. The open world needed more time in the oven and it needed to be more interesting. I don't think they do that very well. I don't think it's very interesting, the open world at all. It's rather bland and boring. But I do like seeing all the Pokemon running around and like and catching them. It did also make shinies not as fun to encounter because you would see them in the overworld, right? So you just kind of sit there and wait if you were looking for a shiny. When you were running through a field and you spotted one, that was very exciting. But I don't know. I'm not a big shiny hunter, so maybe those of you who are a shiny hunter could weigh in on that a bit more. I think they were passable, and I enjoyed myself playing them. I enjoyed myself playing these as much as I enjoyed myself playing this. This had nostalgia on its side, but it also had a terrible catching mechanic. This has the normal catching mechanic. So, but it also didn't have any nostalgia. These legendary Pokemon, however, let's talk about the box art Pokemon. These guys suck. Legendaries, in my opinion, have not been good since Ruby and Sapphire. By good, I mean interesting as a plot device. Ho-Ho and Lugia are not plot devices. They just kind of exist, you know. They're not utilized in the same way. Ruby and Sapphire, those Pokemon are like scary. Like what they could potentially do to the universe is scary. and that becomes interesting, right? Like same with Diamond and Pearl, they have a power that is potentially in universe terrifying. Um, there's a scene in the show where Ash walks in, walks into this cave or something to that effect. I don't quite remember, but the point is that Ash is underneath Dialga and Palkia, and they're screaming, right? They're making these like loud, like Godzilla-esque noises. They're not quite as good as the Godzilla noise, but they're making these sounds, and it's like it's actually kind of like imposing. It's like that's really cool how they've done that. I think they're like trying to pull out Giratina or something. I don't remember what part of the show that's in. But it's it's quite good, right? And I think Legendary's lost that. Sword and Shield have had the closest attempt at getting that back. Like at the very beginning of the game, you go into the woods, and this dog like Pokemon fucking wrecks your shit, right? You can't even hit it. And it's very misty and spooky, and it does very well to establish this like mythical vibe. It's very, very good. Then they completely abandon that, and you just come back and you get it when it's relevant. Completely stupid. But at the beginning, they start off quite well. They were the closest. They failed, but they were the closest. These suck. These are legendaries that have basically been boiled down to a fucking bicycle. Like it's lame. I do not like them. Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now talk about Legends being um like legendaries being a plot device. This is a great game. In fact, so much great that I'm actually going to put it in S. This is probably my favorite Pokemon game on the Switch. In fact, judging by this list, you can tell that that's the case. Well, I'm not sure that's true actually. Pokemon Legends Arceus. This, from the open world standpoint, is much more intriguing. The interesting world, they have like zones instead of just one open world, which is a better idea. Which is something that I believe I said when we were playing Pokemon Scarlet. I think did we play Scarlet? We played Scarlet, didn't we, on the show? Yeah. Or did we play Violet? I forget which one we played on the show and which one I played by myself. It's not important. What's important is that what I said was that it would be better if this was separated them to just big zones, which is what Arceus did. And the world is much more intriguing to look around, and it's much more interesting to look at and engaging to be in. It's still not super pretty. That's got to be said. It does have its like. It's not quite as. It's just not as nice to look at, right? It has some terrible ground textures and stuff like that, but it has a style which makes it look a little bit better than what Scarlet and Violet did. This I love though. I filled out the whole Pokedex of it. I super enjoyed the whole method of this system. It was really, really fun. And despite there being no gym badges in it, it felt like there was something pushing me forward through the story. So I think it's a great opportunity. If you've ignored it because it's not mainline Pokemon, I think you should try it. As much as you should try like Pokemon Coliseum, you should try this. Might not be mainline, but it's super good. Ugh. Now I kind of want to skip over this because I have a lot to say. I feel like I have a lot to say about Pokemon Unite. I don't think it deserves to be an S. I don't think it deserves to be an S at all because of its horrible monetization and like just honestly, its monetization is fucking disgusting. Skins are way too expensive in all video games, but like holy hell, this one feels really, really bad. And on top of that, having like miniature passes, like I don't know if you've heard about this, like they have a battle pass and then they have a secondary battle pass sometimes, like an event. But to get the good rewards from the event, you have to buy a little mini battle pass essentially. I hate that. I hate it. I don't mind. I don't mind paying a battle pass. If your game's free, I don't mind buying a battle pass here and there if I like the skins that are in it or something. I don't mind doing that. I've kind of accepted that lot in video games, especially when it comes to multiplayer video games. especially when it's a video game that I like. I really like Pokemon Unite. From a gameplay perspective, I really like Pokemon Unite. I am not a MOBA fan. Not a MOBA fan, but the fact that every single game is just 10 minutes and you're done, win or lose, it's over, is a big deal to me. I like Pokemon, and it just feels fun to play. Um, Compared to any other game on my Switch, I think this game has the most gameplay time. I think probably by like a couple of 100 hours. Like I've played a lot of Pokemon Unite. I really like Pokemon Unite. It's such a fun little game, but its monetization really sucks. I really, really do not like it. It's not for me. I also don't like letting. I don't know if they still do this, but because I've not played it. When was the last time I played it? Last time I played it was actually a couple of months ago. I remembered how terrible the menu is, and it frustrated me. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait till the Switch 2, and then maybe I'll play it again. Hoping that a Switch 2, the Pokemon Unite will have a Switch 2 version that is much better and doesn't have the horrible menu system. The menu is fucking garbage. There's crap that you have to accept everywhere because it's a mobile game, right? So it's a classic mobile game where it's just terrible design menus with buttons for you to press everywhere. And on top of that, it runs like arse. Like it just doesn't function very well. Like it takes ages to load into things, and it's so irritating. When you're actually playing the actual game, it runs fine, and that's what counts. But the menu sucks, and it's unforgivable that it works like that. The Switch 2, I'm hoping, will fix that, and it'll run a lot better. I also hope that it would fix its monetization, but what are the odds of that, right? That's very, very slim. However, I do really, really, really enjoy the game. I don't think it deserves to be an S. I'm not even sure it deserves to be an A, but no, I think it does. I think it deserves to at least be an A. However, honestly, it probably could be in the top 5 games. When it comes to top 5 games, I'm not talking about quality here. I'm talking about personal like favoritism and how I felt playing them and enjoying myself. I play a lot of Pokemon Unite. I play a lot of it, and I find it very, very fun. And I get excited when they announce a new Pokemon that I like. You know, it's very, very good. It is good in that regard. Detective Pikachu Returns. This was okay. It was kind of a bit of a boring story, and it took a little bit too long, didn't it? We played it on the show. It was fun enough. I think if I wasn't playing it on the show, I don't think I would have finished it. I think I would have got bored and probably just not gone back to it in the end. I can play a lot of video games that I don't like, and I can play a lot to the end, even if I don't like them. Don't ask me why I do this, but I've done that quite a lot. This, I think I probably would have just trailed off of it. I think I just would have forgotten that I was playing it if I wasn't playing it on the show. We haven't played this. I played the Wii U version of Pokken, but I haven't played the Switch version of it. It was very fun. It was very, very fun, but not it, it was fun. It was. I don't think it was the fighting game that they were expecting. I think they were expecting it to be a lot bigger than it was. And it's not even that Worlds anymore, is it? It's not even like a part of Worlds as like a tournament that you can do, which is a shame because it totally should be. And there should be a Pokemon tournament too. They should be focusing on getting more of these games franchises out, especially if you're going to try and turn them into esports rather than just abandoning it because it wasn't getting the right viewership. I think it was getting a big enough viewership. Sorry, I've been talking for a long time. I think it was big enough to get a decent enough viewership that it warranted a second one, but I guess I'm wrong in that case. Ring Fit, I've played a little tiny bit of this. It's a fun idea. I hate having this big ass ring, pointless ring, but it's a fun idea. You run along, do some exercises to defeat monsters. It's a fun, clever way to get people uh, exercising. Very useful during COVID. Was it out during COVID? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's not out. Pretty sure it's like 2020, right? Pretty sure. Sniper Clips. That was a super great game. Super fun. Maybe it should even be higher than this. Maybe it should be an A. Very silly, fun, cooperative game. Not very long, but that's fine because I don't have guests very often, so it was nice to be able to knock this out in a couple of guests, you know. But it was very very fun to do this little thing. You control each other by snipping each other, and you have to rotate yourself and cut out a part of your friend to make a shape, which then you can like carry a ball across an arena or something like that. It's all 2D, doesn't take very long, very intuitive, very clever game. Super fun. Splatoon 2. I haven't played. I haven't played the Switch version of it. That was on Wii U, right? Am I crazy? That might not even be right. Maybe I haven't played that. Splatoon 2. Was that on the Wii U? No, only Splatoon 1 was. But this is the one with the single player, right? God, I don't even know which one is which. Splatoon 2 features a single player campaign called Hero Mode, also known as Octo Canyon. It's Splatoon 1 hasn't had a single player, right? Fucking honestly, Googling something makes it so fucking difficult. Honestly, I don't remember. I haven't played 3 I'm for certain of that, because I definitely don't own that. I can't see my Switch games from here, from where I'm sitting. And God knows I ain't getting up. Uh, so I don't remember. I don't know if I've played 2 or not. I don't remember. Oh my god, how do I not remember? I played the first one on the Wii U for sure. I played a single player mode. I think we played it on the show. No, I don't. Maybe we didn't. Yet. I cannot believe I can't remember. Okay, whatever. We got to move on. We're gonna say I have no memory of it, so we're gonna say I have not played. Kirby Rebel Clash or whatever that's called. Kirby Clash. I've not played that. Mario Odyssey. Great game. Great 3D game. It's a 3D Mario game. Really, really fun environments, and collecting all the little moods is real fun. Um, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Hell yeah. Awesome game. You know what makes this game a cut above almost any fighting game that I play nowadays? That I have to unlock people. I love unlocking things, and it's super fun if that person I'm unlocking is a character. I really enjoy that. I understand that people enjoy just having everybody because they get to play with people. I don't really play these games with other people. I kind of just play fighting games by myself. So I play online sometimes. Like we played Smash a little bit online, me and a few friends. I played Street Fighter a lot with my friends, but like mostly I play these games by myself. So I don't care, and I really enjoy unlocking things. And this game was really fun for unlocking all the different characters. It was fun having a teeny tiny roster and having it grow to a roster like just half of like Nintendo's library. It's incredible, really fun. Hyrule Warriors. Hell yes. Let's get both of these bad boys up here. Oh, I'm cheating. I've gone out of order. I've gone rogue. I've gone rogue. Hyrule Warriors, these are incredible games. These are some of the best warrior games. Honestly, they're some of the best warrior games. They are so much fun to play. Like this one specifically, like you can have Link use any type of weapon, and he will throw a great sword around like he's Hawk from Dragon Age 2. He will swing that bad boy. It's fun as hell. It's so much just wiping up. I mean, if you've played a Dynasty Warriors game, you know how fun it is just to essentially annihilate a field of people. These games have that, but it's Zelda. These are great. Like honestly, this is why I brought my Switch too. The fact that they shove out, they showed us the Hyrule Warriors free. I can't wait for that game. I cannot wait for that game. That is the reason I'm buying a Switch too. It's despite Mario Kart. I'm a big fan of Mario Kart, and I'm buying a Switch 2 now. But this is why I'm buying it. Currently that's the reasoning. I like that's the one. That's the game. That's the console purchaser for me. And it's not even out till probably Christmas. Um, Breath of the Wild. Right, I think this is definitely going in here. We need to get the other one as well. It just feels easier to talk about these games um, at the same time. I wish I could put it side by side. Oh, never mind. These games are great. I love these games. They feel like such triumphs to play. I love how engaging it is to run around and explore. I think the fields can be like not everybody is gonna see the same I do in these, and that's fine. Because I can admit that sometimes it's just a big field. Sometimes a field is just a fucking field. You know what I mean? Like it's not exciting. I love finding the Korok seeds, and I love finding shrines. Like I found every shrine in both of these games. I don't know if I found every Korok seed, but I definitely found a whole bunch of them. Like I really, really enjoyed these games and exploring these games. I understand how somebody could get disinterested from running across those fields. I completely understand that. But I really enjoyed them. And the story between them also very, very good. If you didn't enjoy this and you didn't buy and play this, I understand that. Understand that thought process. The story connecting in here is so good, in my opinion. Zelda games, often the story, whilst story being a big part of Zelda games, and they do a lot of talking, it's kind of like Metroid in a way, right? Because there's a whole lot of lore and a lot of story in Metroid, but not a whole lot of engagement with it. And that's not necessarily bad. That's not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of people's favorite games are Dark Souls, right? Where there's so much story and lore, uh, but it's not in your face. It's hidden essentially, and you have to experience it in a different way that you would experience the game. So like story can be experienced in many different ways, and not having someone sit there and talk to you and exposition dump is not always the best way to do things. Um, the other Zeldas, they absolutely do sit there and the exposition dump in your face. These ones I feel don't really do that, not as much. The story is there's a lot more gameplay to story in these games. I feel, but this one has the big sky. This thing has the whole sky and the depths, which the depths terrifying, like super super terrifying. I prefer Breath of the Wild. The vibe of Breath of the Wild is better. I like the Gmod like build a bike thing in Tears of the Kingdom is super funny and cute and can lead to some hilarious contraptions, and I do appreciate it. However, I do think I preferred Breath of the Wild 1, where you just had your tools from the Sheikah Slate, and that was what you dealt with. This you can be crazy and wacky with, but this is much tighter, in my opinion. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Gameplay wise and combat wise, they're the same. People complain about the durability all the time. I don't have a problem with the durability, but I understand the problem with the durability. I don't really care. I just pick up a new weapon and I keep fighting, right? But I understand where people could be like, "This fucking sword's made of paper mache." Because sometimes you hit somebody once and that shit breaks. I get it. Um, I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't played Tears of the Kingdom because people might be playing Tears of the Kingdom in two. Uh, but there is a story beat in Tears of the Kingdom, which if you've played it, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. That hit me way, way harder than I thought it would. Like if someone was to tell me that, I'd be like, I don't, okay, whatever. But experiencing it, like, it hit me really hard. And determination stuff like that is definitely something that I get a little choked up about sometimes. But like this is really, really good for me. Love that. Love that. Um, right. This one. This is honestly here as well. Honestly, I love Zelda. I love Zelda. The Zelda games are so good, aren't they? This one is complete opposite to this, where it takes the old formula, turns it on its head in a different way, where you play as Zelda and you have a magical wand that you can use to create anything. Anything you find in the world, you find a bed, you can copy it. You find a crate, you copy it. You find little squids, you copy it. You find, or I should say, Octorok, you copy it. You see a bird in the sky, you beat it up, you copy it. Right? You have echoes that you can create anything that you want, and it leads to you solving puzzles really, really silly. Like one puzzle I solved by jumping on a bunch of beds and causing a weird jump to get to the heart piece, thinking that was like extra, but it turns out that was the end of the dungeon. Like it was like it was like a circle, and I went up and got it, and then went backwards through it, and then realized that what I had done. I love that you can do that in this. It's a really, really fun and imaginative game. Really, really good. Link's Awakening, not as imaginative. It's a remaster of a Game Boy game. Not even Game Boy Color, I don't think. Or did they do a Game Boy Color? I don't know. I don't think it did because this has a color dungeon on it. Someone would have to give me some more information on that. I'd have to read the Wikipedia page. But I don't believe. I believe this was just for regular Game Boy. It's so cute. It's so charming to look at, and it's so much fun to play those old Zelda games because these are my favorite types of Zelda games. Like Link's Awakening, I didn't play on the Game Boy, but like Link to the Past is one of my favorite games, one of my favorite Zelda games. So playing this, it just feels so good to play and so much fun to play. It's really enjoyable. I think I've replayed this a couple of times since playing Switch, and I think I will probably continue to do so. It's really good. Okay. Here we go. Okay. This is probably where I get like every list is gonna have something that I feel like will get people upset, right? Which is fair. I get it. My opinion is not necessarily correct. Obviously, like no opinion is correct. It's just an opinion. I'm gonna dump this in B, which doesn't mean it's bad. I understand a lot of people really, really like Skyward Sword. I fucking hate Skyward Sword. No, that's too harsh. That's too harsh. I don't hate Skyward Sword. I find Skyward Sword boring. That's the thing. And I thought when I played it on the Wii, I hated it. I hated it as a game because I hated using the Wii remote and I just anything with the Wii remote. That's why Galaxy is one of my lesser enjoyed Mario's. I just don't like the Wii. My favorite game on the Wii was probably Smash. You know, you didn't have to use it, or maybe Mario Kart Wii. I just did not like using the Wii remotes at all. And this fixed that. It took the Wii remote necessarily away, but it is boring. There's too much talking in this one. It's so much longer of a story beat, which is trying to create something here. They are trying to make Zelda, an all spanning story, right? I see what they're trying to do here, but I don't. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it. I have never finished Skyward Sword. Every time I play it, I get further, but I never finish it. I don't know what. When I brought it, I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I won't have to use a shitty Wii remote. Nah, game has still got a lot of stuff. It's still got a lot of problems. It's got a lot of problems. It's not the worst thing in the world. I say I'm not putting it in the boring. It is good, but man, is it not for me. Man, is it not for me. I haven't played this. Haven't played this. Haven't played this. This I hear is good. I haven't played this, but this I hear is good. Oh, Xenoblade. Okay, here we go. Xenoblade. First Xenoblade. I don't know who this person is. I like this game. I think this is fun. The first one I enjoyed. I finished the first one. Good stuff. Second one, this is like whatever. This is whatever. I don't know why it didn't hit the same way. Not as involved with the characters as I was in the first game. Is whatever, you know. I don't like its like weird pulling system either. It has like a weird gacha mechanic for it. It's kind of weird. Don't like that. I realized just realizing trying to run through this a little bit quicker because I realized we've been talking to you for about an hour and a half now. And I am sorry to take up so much of your time. Xenoblade 2 wasn't super interesting. Xenoblade 3, the tutorial system in this is so aggravating. Like 30, 40 hours in, that shit can still be like, let me give you a tutorial real quick. It's like, fuck off. Stop giving me tutorials. I do not enjoy being tutorialized. This game literally tells you how to open a chest 3 times before you get to it. You know, it's like, all right, I can figure that shit out. You know, I can figure it out. It is irritating. However, it is a better game than 2. I would not say it's it's as enjoyable. Maybe this deserves to be more like this, actually. Maybe this deserves to be more like this. Because I think this is better than 2 by quite a considerable way. And the story is more fascinating. But I didn't like the characters here in this one. I know people love the sword lady. I'm not super into the sword lady. This one is more interesting, but not as good. This one is really, really fun. Love the first one. Now, Xenoblade Chronicles X, that would be up here. I love Xenoblade Chronicles X. It's like Xenoblade, but you get a mech, and that's really, really fun. The only thing left is Tetris 99. It's the only thing left is Tetris 99. We're gonna dump it. I think maybe an A. I really enjoy Tetris 99. Tetris 99 is very much like these, where you have to play against other players, but it's just Tetris. And I like Tetris, but the problem with Tetris is that I get bored. You play it, and eventually it gets boring. This is the best version of Tetris, in my opinion, its entirety. I think this is the best Tetris game. Because you just go into a stage, into a stage, into a stage. You know, you face against other people, you die, you go again. You know, you die, you go again, you die, you go again, you die, you go again. Oh, I won. Then you die and you go again. Right? It's very, very, very fun and addictive because it doesn't last very long and speeds up very quickly. Normal Tetris gets boring really quick. And I feel like it just doesn't do anything to spice it up. And this spices it up enough that this is really good. And that's it. That's all of them. Okay. Now we have to select a top 5. The top 5 games for the Nintendo Switch. This is a tough one. I think Super Mario 3D World definitely deserves to be up there. Breath of the Wild deserves to be up there. Hyrule Warriors deserves to be up there. We'll pick one from each thing, right? I'm counting this as a Warriors game. So I just immediately realized, like, who's elders? Um, this is tough. Maybe this is a tough one because all of these are so good. All of these are so good. I think this is the best one, most engaging thing. I can't wait to replay it when I get a hold of the Switch upgrade for it. That's something that I'm definitely gonna be playing. I did say at some point we would do a playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom. We played through Breath of the Wild a long time ago, when it came out on the Switch. We played it. I originally played it on the Wii U. Then when we got it on the Switch, I played it again. So I'll probably play it on the Switch. But then maybe when it comes to this, maybe I'll record that. Let me know. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. Uh, that's tough. This is tough to decide because these are great. These are super super great. I'm not sure if I count them as a favorite. Animal Crossing could potentially be a favorite. Like the Donkey Kong games are great, but they're not as good as the originals. Like if we were talking Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong Country 2, that shit they would both be in there. I love those games. Mario Maker 2 was really, really good. Pokemon Arceus could be there, you know. Like this is what the conversation is right now here. Animal Crossing or Legends Arceus. They both could be. I mean, you know what's sickening is that I think I have to put Pokemon Unite in it. Like I shouldn't feel bad about that. I shouldn't feel bad about that. It sucks because it's monetization. But when we're talking about not quality of game, we're talking about just my enjoyment. I play a lot of Pokemon Unite and I enjoy Pokemon Unite. It's also worth mentioning that it's the only multiplayer game that I realistically play by myself. I don't play multiplayer games by myself. When it comes to like Marvel Rivals, I play a little bit. I never play Apex or any other MOBAs or just multiplayer shooters. I don't play these games by myself. I play them because my friends want to play them, and then we play together. Right? That's what happens. I Pokemon Unite. I play by myself, and I play ranked by myself, and I do fairly well. I enjoy Pokemon Unite. I think just purely because of how much I think it like one of my like it's odd that I don't want to give it credit. It's odd that I don't want to give it credit, but I mean I love Pokemon Unite. It's super fun, and I have played. I guarantee you, if I was to look at like a playlist, this game would be at least 200 hours more than any other game. It feels crazy like not to put it there, but at the same time, I feel crazy to elevate it so high. Just I don't know. It's weird. I don't think I should feel bad about that. I'm gonna try and not feel bad about that. Breath of the Wild probably it's probably my favorite. Breath of the Wild is probably my favorite. Hyrule Warriors close behind. I think Super Mario World we were probably quite close behind that. Pokemon Unite probably definitely has to be in there. So I feel like it's between these two. It's difficult. Animal Crossing I think came out at a perfect time. I think not only did it come out at the perfect time, I think it just it doing what it did well, and like being able to transform the entire island was huge. And on top of that, I think being able when we look at it, sorry, when we look at it from COVID point of view, right? Being able to visit my friends' towns and stuff like that was such a huge help. It was such a huge help during that time. Like I am not an extroverted person. You know, I am not somebody who goes out and has a fun time. I spend a lot of time indoors, and I don't go out and do a lot of things with my friends. Right? I don't do that. Yeah, I don't live in an area where that's quite easily accessible. But it's also not because it's just something that I don't really particularly. I don't like being out in that social environment, and I don't really have many guests even. Not necessarily because of social environment, but my point is, even I struggled a lot during COVID. And I think this was a massive help because of that. So I think just because of that alone, I think that gives it the right to be up there. Way more than Arceus. Don't get me wrong, I loved Arceus. It was great. And I think it probably if I had to pick a six, it would probably be there. But we don't have to pick a six, we have to pick top five. I mean, realistically, I think this entire row, this would be a very close mix for like 7, 8, 9. You know, this is all very, very good. I love these Zelda games. They're so good. They're, this is a great RPG. This is super fun. Not very long either, which is a plus in my day and age at the moment. Not being a very long game is a bonus. Super Mario Odyssey is super fun. It's weird. I don't really have much else to say about that. It's very beautiful. It runs very well, and it's very fun. That's which I guess is enough. It just doesn't seem like not very analytical, is it? Oh no, it's fun. I just really can't think of anything else to say about it. It's weird. But like these, like analytically, like it's a power trip, right? Being able to like just run through and tear through thousands of goblins or whatever, that it's a power trip. That's what's so enjoyable about those games. The adventure is what's so enjoyable about these games. Um, you know, and I don't know why I can't really think of anything specific to say about Mario Odyssey other than it's fun. I don't know. There it is. There's our list. There's our top five. That's the top five Switch games. Again, this website is a link. There'll be a link in the description for you to go here and do your own one of these and show it to me on Blue Sky or something if you want to. If you're like, hey, yours is wrong and mine is correct, let me show you how it should be, then you can do that. You can do that all in the description. And or you can just comment and be like, that game should totally be higher up. And I understand. Again, you can't make these sort of lists without upsetting somebody, right? And that's fine. If you've got something that you think is like you think should be higher, you let me know. You let me know and explain why. What made you enjoy that game so much more? Like I really would really like you to look at it and be like, I enjoyed this game so much more because of this. And I want you to express that to me. I would love that. I know that's rich after me being like, I don't know, Mario Odyssey's fun, whatever. Like, I understand. But I would love you to express why that game is so much more fun. But there you go. There's our Switch thing. The only thing that I think of, I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles X should be there. It should be up here in S. Donkey Kong Country, the other one, should be right there. And then there was another game that we noticed wasn't there. I forget what it was, so it can't be that important. But in any case, the only thing that in the have not played, I think I actually have played. I mean, we've played a lot of these, but not in the original. Like, we played Advance Wars. I've played Luigi's Mansion 2. I've played Mario Deluxe. I just haven't played the Switch version of it. They would probably be somewhere up here. Like Pokken, I've played that on the Wii U as well. Splatoon 2 is the only thing I generally could not remember. And I'm sure I'm going to go over to my shelf in a minute and then kick myself because actually, oh yeah, I have played that. You're an idiot. I can't remember shit. But who knows? I'll figure that out for myself. There you go. There it is. The top 5. Animal Crossing in 5th. Pokemon Unite in 4th. Crazy. Did not expect that when I started this list. Super Mario 3D World in 3rd. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity in 2nd. So looking forward to the next one. And The Breath of the Wild, The Legend of Zelda in number 1. That's probably rather boring now that I think about it, but I'm just being honest. I just, it's just, I feel like the whole point of these lists is to be honest with yourself, right? And we found out stuff. I found out stuff about myself. I found out that I think more highly about Pokemon Unite than I thought I did. Look at Mr. Mime, even he's shocked. He's like, I can't fucking believe it. But no, I have to be honest with myself, and even though it kind of is boring, because I think a lot of people probably would say the same thing here. I think Breath of the Wild is probably my favorite Switch game. There you go. Well, what do you think? Let me know. Make your own list. Send it to me in some way. I would love to hear. And I'll see you all next time for something else. Bye bye.